President Trump announces his latest rounds of tariffs. What effect will they have in this area? South Dakota Governor Larry Rhoden reflects on the budget passed in this year's state legislature. And a stabbing last night in Rapid City leaves one man dead and another in jail charged with murder. Your news starts now.
From Skyline Drive, this is KOTA Territory News at 5:30.
Good evening, I'm Jack Cottle. A suspect is in custody after a fatal stabbing in downtown Rapid City last night. The incident happened just before 7 last night in the 400 block of 6th Street across the street from Main Street Square. Rapid City police announced this morning that 22-year-old Deontay Eagleman of Rapid City was arrested for first-degree murder after talking to police and is now in the Pennington County Jail. The man who was stabbed last night died at the hospital. His name is not being released until his family can be notified. The Pennington County Jail roster says Eagleman is scheduled for his first appearance in court tomorrow morning. A Sioux Falls police officer is recovering after being shot while trying to arrest a parole absconder. Police say Samir Albadani opened fire, hitting the officer before fleeing in a stolen car. The chase ended near Beersford, where he allegedly shot at state troopers. Officers there returned fire, hitting Albadani before taking him into custody. Attorney General Marty Jackley says assaults on law enforcement are rising. Albadani remains in the hospital. His condition and any new charges are still unknown. A little bit of sunshine at times this afternoon. Are we expecting more to end the week? Chief Meteorologist David Stradling is here to let us know. A little bit of sunshine, but lots of gloomy out there again today.
Yeah, a little glimpse of sunshine, a lot of cloud cover. We are going to notice a lot of sunshine tomorrow morning, so that'll be nice for us to get a nice start to the day with some sunshine. However, clouds will return throughout the afternoon. First alert Doppler radar calming down as those showers are coming to an end. Aberdeen areas south of the nice heavier band of snow, but our moisture right now stretches from the northern hills where a few snow showers linger down towards the southern hills and into southwestern South Dakota with a few rain and snow showers. Over towards the Bighorns, a couple of rain and snow showers continue as well. These will come to an end this evening and overnight. We have a lot of 30s on the map at this hour. 42 into Sheridan. The wind speeds are strongest in western South Dakota, but they're a bit weaker than what they were earlier. Overnight tonight, skies will clear up. Temperatures will be down into the 20s, and tomorrow we'll start off with sunshine, but clouds increase throughout the afternoon. That'll bring us a shower chance, which I'll talk about coming up.
Thank you, David. President Trump has announced new tariffs on what he's calling Liberation Day. KOTA Territory's Blake Trolley spoke to a key farming association about the new tax schedule.
The president's latest taxes on imports include a 10% baseline for all countries. The package also includes a 34% tax on Chinese imports, 20% on imports from the European Union, and 24% on Japanese products. Trump says many of his newly announced tariffs are reciprocal and aimed at countries that put markup costs on U.S.-made products. The president painting a positive economic outlook from his actions.
Jobs and factories will come roaring back into our country, and you see it happening already. We will supercharge our domestic industrial base. We will pry open foreign markets and break down foreign trade barriers. And ultimately, more production at home will mean stronger competition and lower prices for consumers.
There are fears the tariffs could trigger retaliation from other countries and raise consumer prices. The South Dakota Soybean Association has previously expressed fears that trade wars could impact the industry's access to the Chinese market, which buys about 60% of South Dakota's soybeans. The association's president, Kevin Deinert, says he's still sorting out the specifics of the latest numbers. As for where he stands currently with China,
those type of disruptions or any type of kind of tit for tat type tariff situations, it's always a concern to how will that affect our markets and how that will affect our trade with them. So again, we'll kind of dive into the specifics of some of this stuff, and hopefully we can reach out to our counterparts in China and still maintain some of those good relationships with them so that we can go forward and continue to trade with them.
Trump's tariff schedule allows the president to increase or decrease tariffs on countries depending on action they take going forward. Blake Trolley, KOTA Territory News.
What effect will President Trump's latest round of tariffs have on us here in South Dakota? That depends on who you ask. Rosetta Jones explains what's happening and who pays the price.
The global economy is interconnected, with nearly every single country relying on goods sourced from other countries. With sweeping tariffs on goods come retaliatory tariffs, oftentimes causing a trade war, which, just like an actual war, has collateral damage. In a trade war, it is the consumers who pay the price, literally. But many people in KOTA territory are trusting the process.
I'm not an economist, but I do understand that tariffs do not cause inflation, but trade wars definitely do. I am concerned about the inflation rates that we have now, but I think under these policies, it's going to be better down the road.
Professor of economics at Creighton University, Ernie Goss says most Americans support tariffs only due to the lack of transparency.
The problem with the tariff is when you go to Walmart and buy jeans that are from China, they don't mark on their tariff at the bottom, they mark on their sales taxes. And ask the South Dakotans what they think about sales taxes. They say, no, we don't like those. Well, they equally would be distasteful of tariffs if they were itemized. They're not itemized, they're embedded in the price of the good.
Goss says the Midwest will be hurt more heavily than other parts of the country if there is a retaliation to President Trump's tariffs.
This part of the country depends heavily on agricultural goods and livestock and manufacturing. Both of those two sectors depend heavily on exports. So if you have retaliation, that's who gets hit.
Trump's tariff announcement happened Wednesday, shortly after the U.S. financial markets closed for the day. For more information on specific tariffs imposed, go to our website. Reporting in Rapid City, I'm Zeta Jones.
Governor Larry Rhoden has expressed his approval for the state's 2026 budget. The budget is just shy of $7.3 billion, and Rhoden says all in all, he thinks it was a very good budget.
Yeah, certainly there are a few things that I would have changed in the budget, but all in all, I think the biggest thing that we take for granted and lose focus on is it was the 136th balanced budget for our state. And we had pretty unique situations that we worked past.
Rhoden said the budget crafted by he and former Governor Kristi Noem made $80 million in cuts, and that the legislature had restored about $7 million of those cuts. Last week, Rhoden said the state's common sense and conservative financial decisions are essential to South Dakota's strong economy. Black Hills Works takes another step forward in serving people with disabilities here in the area, and help could be coming to one Rapid City neighborhood. That's up after the break here on KOTA Territory News at 5:30. Rapid City's Legal and Finance Committee met this afternoon. One item on the agenda would allow for more community engagement in a Rapid City neighborhood. The Rapid City Police Department's community engagement team is teaming up with Journey On to hire a part-time community engagement position in the Star Village neighborhood. The position would be funded by an already approved Johns Hopkins Love Your Block grant, which was approved by the full City Council in April of last year. Journey On works to provide street and youth outreach. The organization's programs director said the Star Village neighborhood has been overlooked and could use more attention.
Our biggest thing is not just coming in and taking over. Our biggest thing is getting community feedback, hearing those voices, what the community members want to see and how that change they want to be able to have them drive that versus us coming in outsiders and telling them what to do. So our biggest goal is to hear the community.
The approval of the contract will be voted on at the next Rapid City Council meeting on Monday. A ceremonial groundbreaking took place today in Rapid City for an accommodating housing project for people with all levels of disabilities. Black Hills Works, in partnership with Sea Eagle Construction and Coke Hazard Architects, broke ground on a duplex made to house 8 individuals with disabilities who received support from Black Hills Works. This is located on the corner of Chief Drive and Catherine Avenue on the north side of Rapid City. This project, which has been in the works for the past couple of years, draws from other support providers in the state similar to Black Hills Works, offering an amenity-rich facility unlike what Black Hills Works has provided before.
There will be ceiling lifts, there will be adjustable tables, there will be a universal design to this facility that we haven't had in any of our other facilities.
With all the amenities designed into it, the duplex that Black Hills Works will construct on this corner will provide something Dr. Cernas says is sorely needed in the community.
we need more homes. There are a limited amount of accessible, let alone affordable homes in the Rapid City community, and so one of our initiatives with the foundation is that we provide those homes, and we do so in a way that is affordable to our participants.
Dr. Cerna said the project will be completed between late fall of this year and early 2026. There are other projects Black Hills Works is working on as well. If you feel led to make an impact on these projects by donating, you can find the link by logging onto our website at KOTATV.com. Chief Meteorologist David Stradling says our unsettled weather pattern continues. Find out the details in your accurate First Alert forecast next.
Now, the First Alert forecast with Chief Meteorologist David Stradling.
Rain and snow showers today are beginning to taper off across KOTA territory. We actually had a couple of peaks of sunshine in Rapid City, which was nice to see, but overall the gloominess will continue through the evening hours. We're noticing a northwest flow, which is pushing a few showers towards the northern Black Hills and southwest South Dakota. These will come to an end over the next few hours. A few rain and snow showers towards the Bighorns will also end rather soon. We're looking at a pretty thick layer of clouds across KOTA territory at the moment. A few peaks of sunshine, but that's just a tease of what's coming up for the morning hours. We'll have a lot of sunshine tomorrow morning, but more clouds move in throughout the day though. Highs right now, well, temperatures right now are in the 30s. We had a few spots in the 40s for high temperatures. Edgemont at 44 right now, Sheridan at 42. We're going to continue to notice these temperatures staying in the 30s for the rest of the evening hours and then dropping into the 20s as we go overnight tonight with those clouds pulling away. Tomorrow we'll have that morning sunshine, but clouds will build back up during the afternoon hours. At least it's going to be less cold. 49 for a high temperature will feel pretty nice. Hour by hour forecast showing the clearing conditions to start off the day tomorrow. Many of us will have sunshine into the middle of the day and afternoon. Clouds will start to build in from the south, bringing a couple of showers to the region from the south and to the north. We'll notice a few of those rain and snow showers changing over to snow as we go towards Thursday night and Friday morning. Not many impacts, maybe a dusting to an inch on some of those heavier bands, but this system will pull away and will become partly cloudy into the second half of Friday. Clouds will move away, and that leads us to sunshine to start off the weekend. We're 49 tomorrow, but colder with that system moving through on Friday at 39. It'll also be a bit breezy. Sunny Saturday at 48, Sunday 58. We will be partly cloudy, and it will be slightly breezy over the weekend. Nothing too crazy, but it will be noticeable. Our temperatures are expected to remain above normal going into the middle of the month from Thursday the 10th through to Wednesday the 16th there. Above normal temperatures, highs likely in the 60s, probably a few 70s mixed in. It's going to feel quite nice for us. In terms of moisture, we are still favored to stay below normal, so we'll have a lot of sunshine with that warm weather, which will be nice after this handful of gloomy weather days we've had over the recent stretch here. Our city-by-city forecast overnight tonight will keep us in the 20s. Skies will be clearing up as that moisture ends. Some of the colder spots will be towards Sundance and Custer in the lower 20s. Highs tomorrow will be in the 40s and 50s. It's going to be quite nice for us as that morning sunshine will bring joy to our eyes. The clouds will move in during the afternoon, not completely overcast till we get more towards the evening, but it's still going to be pretty nice. A couple of showers later in the day. Snow showers into Friday morning will taper off. Sunshine to begin the weekend. Those temperatures are looking quite nice as well. 40s on tap for many spots. And then here's what we're looking at. Our 7-day forecast will take us from the 40s to the 30s. Saturday will be 48 in the Rapid City area, 58 on Sunday with a partly cloudy sky. We'll stay in the 50s on Monday. A couple of showers could be possible on Tuesday with a passing storm system, so we'll be in the 60s then. 60s continue on Wednesday where it does become breezy again. However, we'll likely reach the 70s towards the end of the week and maybe flirt with 80 a couple of days. That's still pretty far away and a lot can change, but overall we are going to be seeing a warmer pattern returning to the region.
Did I hear you say flirting with 80s? I heard you say that. I know I did.
I did, yeah. Very possible. Probably sometime Friday, maybe next weekend. So we'll have to keep a very close eye on that.
Okay, at least sunny on Saturday.
That's true.
All right, thank you, David. Coming up, area boys basketball teams are well represented on this year's Class A All-State squad. Plus, we catch up with a former Hill City basketball standout who turned in a strong career at Chadron State. Vic Quick has all the details next in KOTA Sports.
This is KOTA Territory Sports, sponsored by the Box Event Center.
Good evening, everybody. Area track and field teams are scheduled to gather at Douglas on Friday for the annual early bird invite. However, due to the expected chilly weather, the meet has been moved to next Tuesday. The field events will begin at 9 a.m. with the running events starting at 10. Hill City's Caden Comer recently wrapped up her college basketball career at Chadron State. The guard helped the Eagles pick up 6 victories this season. Comer scored a season-high 10 points in a 63-43 victory over Westminster. Comer also gets things done in the classroom. She was named to the RMAC Academic Honor Roll. Now, Comer is majoring in human biology and plans on going to grad school to pursue a career in physical therapy. And the former Hill City Ranger has enjoyed her time playing for Chadron State.
It's been really cool, honestly. It's a different kind of game. You have to learn a lot, definitely, when you go from high school to college, but I had the best teammates to help me with that. I think my biggest takeaway is just like embracing the experience. Obviously not every day is going to be easy, but it's definitely worth it, I think.
Well, she's that glue, you know, and obviously we're doing a change in our culture, and so she's part of that positive change of how we got to approach things and work at things. And, you know, when you're the glue with the team where they just enjoy having her around on and off the floor, it's a big deal just to be able to see her continue to grow and make others grow along with her.
Pine Ridge's Marvin Richard III has been named to the Class A First Team All-State squad. The junior averaged 35 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists per game for the Thorpes this season. Rapid City Christian's Benson Kiefer was also named First Team All-State. Benson averaged 19 points, 4 boards, and 5 assists. And Route-to-Helma, the Comets earned a trip to state. Christian's Julius Frog has been named Second Team All-State. Hill City's Devin Bueller was named Third Team All-State, with Custer's Kyle Virtue and Christian Simon Kiefer getting honorable mention honors. The Rush returns to the ice this evening as it plays the first of 3 games in Kansas City. Rapid City dropped 2 of 3 in Tulsa last week, which eliminated the team from playoff contention. Now the Mavericks enter tonight's game atop the Mountain Division with 93 points. In the world of Major League Baseball, the Twins on the diamond to take on the White Sox right now. Things are looking pretty good as Minnesota leads 6-1 in the 9th inning. Byron Buxton homered for the Twins today. The Cubs rolled past the A's 10-2. Quite a day for Seiya Suzuki as he went 3 for 5 with 2 home runs and 5 RBI. The Blue Jays doubled up the Nationals 4-2. Easton Lucas tossed 5 shutout innings en route to picking up the victory. The Royals and Brewers had to work extra innings with Milwaukee winning 3-2 in 11, and the Brewers won this game on a walk-off bunt by Bryce Terang. So you certainly don't see that every day, a walk-off bunt, Jack.
All right, talking about the Twins, big news coming our way for Twins fans.
That's right, looking like Twins are going to get their 2nd straight win today. And some exciting news, we're teaming up with the Twins to bring you some Tuesday night Twins games. You're going to be able to see those over on Fox. The first game is coming up April the 15th, so should be fun. 10 Tuesday night Twins games coming to you over on Fox. April 15th is the first one, Twins and the Mets.
All right, very cool. Thank you very much, Vic. Wine options continue to expand here in the Black Hills. So check out the latest edition when we come back.
Be sure to tune in to KOTA Territory News at 6 on Fox. The Supreme Court is set to weigh in on whether patients can sue states that cut Medicaid funding for Planned Parenthood. Plus, we'll share some of the best deals to help you spruce up your space this spring.
April is a great month to find savings for around the home, inside and out.
Those stories and more are tonight at 6 on Fox.
Wine aficionados in the Black Hills will soon have another option as a vineyard and winery is opening a location in Hill City. With the Wind Vineyard and Winery, a business that first opened its doors in northeast South Dakota in 2014, decided it was time to expand. The owner of the winery said they decided to expand due to their steadily increasing sales since they've been in business and their desire to increase their vineyard and wine production. She adds Hill City was a perfect spot to open up their second winery due to the mix of locals and tourists that they could bring in. In addition, she said there are things that makes their business different from their competitors.
We have produced wines that really break the mold and are encompassing some fun flavors that are fruit forward, very flavorful, and just we love to have fun with our wines.
The winery will offer a variety of beverages, including sparkling and still wines, mimosas, and domestic beers.
Our favorite thing to do is to feature the beautiful grapes that we grow here in South Dakota. We also support lots of other vineyards by integrating their grapes into our wines. We produce wines ranging from sweet to dry, semi-sweet, the whole spectrum.
And to go with the winery, Klein bought the McGregor and Main Luxury Lofts, which will be in the same building. There's 7 loft units in total, with each unit being able to hold up to 12 people each. The winery is set to open its doors at 285 Main Street in May and will be open year-round. Got quite a wine culture around here these days.
Exactly, yeah. A lot of businesses expanding, and it's nice to see the growth around KOTA territory.
Absolutely. All right, what do we got going on outside?
We're still dealing with some clouds and some rain and snow showers, Jack, but those are going to be coming to an end this evening. Once those wrap up, skies will clear up, and we'll have some sunshine to begin the day tomorrow. Temperatures will start off in the 20s, but will warm up into the 30s later in the morning hours. We'll flirt with 50 by the afternoon, partly cloudy skies. The clouds are mostly going to be into the afternoon after a sunny morning. A few showers are possible late in the day. Morning snow showers are possible Friday, then skies will begin to clear up. Warmer air is set to move in going into next week, especially towards the middle and end of that next week.
Sunny day Saturday. Very exciting.
We'll take it.
All right, that'll do it for us. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you tonight at 10.
Thanks for watching KOTA Territory News, your local news and weather authority.